So the farther along I go, the more incremental the changes are, but there are a couple of smaller details that I wanted to show you. First is yesterday I bought two of these snap together things, and they ended up being the perfect solution to where I wanted to store some of these things next to my desk, and it ended up also not only fitting in the space but holding kind of perfectly the bags of bags because I didn't want them living up there. But the oh, look what I managed to resolve. That pile of stuff. Not all of it has permanent homes because, like, the binders for all of my DVDs, I don't know where that one is. I found other binders for other stuff, but not the DVDs, so those are sitting there. CDs. But, like, I figured out where both printers are gonna go, and how to store some of the other fussy office bits. But this isn't the ideal setup for them, but this is electronic bits that aren't full-time use. The camera has been living in this little cubby hole. But there's a couple of little things that I tend to not put out on shelves and in other places. This is Potato ventilating well so that she can be hooked up with real peripherals until Gladys gets them back. But because Cat, I don't like keeping little things like this little guy that Zamir bought for me at Voltaire's Wicked Necrocomic-Con. This little sea dragon and a geode. Little turtle. And this was a gift from a kiddo. But little things that the cat can mess with, I like to keep closer to me. But there is this. Let me see if I can set this up so that I can open it up and show you what it is. And I have no idea where I'm going to put it because I don't want the cat to fuck it up, but I also don't want her to hurt herself with it. Now, what I call it, and it's kind of obvious once you see it, is Poseidon's hand grenade. Because, yeah, Poseidon's hand grenade is what I call it. So it's, you know, nice and heavy and spiky, but it's also probably fragile. So the cat could both break it and injure herself in the process. So I'm really not sure where I want to keep it. But I do like it. I want it to live somewhere. And I have this. Now, I need to reassemble my caffeine molecule because I took it apart to move the set. So I rewrote out my map for how to do that. But that's another thing where I'm not entirely sure where it's going to live when it's done. So for now, it stays closed up. But yeah, there were, I still haven't emptied that out, but that's mostly towels and a couple of small plates. I am still trying to figure out where my keyboard, like musical full-size keyboard, is going to live. I may end up rearranging how the couches sit so that it can actually be out instead of folded up in a closet like it is now. But yeah, there's some things up here because I don't have perfect homes for them yet. But it's thematic enough. I didn't know what else to do with the bookmarks So I put them all in the thing. There's another folding rack that once it's done drying will end up being set up somewhere. I don't think I showed you guys this before. It was given to me. The frame is a really nice color blue. But yeah, shitty light. I did bring a lamp in here, but it still only does so much. But yesterday, I moved costume stuff. People on Facebook would have seen the pictures I posted of the various pieces of costumes that I've got, and one nice, expensive dress. This isn't really giving you a good view of the dress or the purple, but it's there. He has some company now until I know where to put them, but he's not alone, and that's like my sets of wings and bunny ears and other costume pieces. That whole rolling luggage thing was filled with my costume stuff, except for my glittery devil ears. Horns. I'm not sure where those are. They're somewhere. But, you know, it is definitely getting much closer to being done. I'm not going to move the cat in until the couches are here, and then I'll move the bed and her stuff. I want everything to be settled, except for maybe little pieces here and there, before I bring her here, because she's confused enough. That's not ideal. But she's kind of confused enough because I'm not home all day. And since she's already gone through the people keep leaving, or people and other pets keep leaving and not coming back, me being gone for long periods seems to stress her out. But, you know, I don't want to move her in here until things are settled, so I'll get the last big pieces in here and my bed, because I'm not sleeping in a different building than her. So once that's done, then set up her stuff. But we're definitely getting a lot closer. I also managed to get a bunch more trash out, or things that I decided are, yeah, I'm not keeping this. It's not worth selling or donating. So, you know, that felt like progress, even though for back pain reasons, I'm only bringing over little bits at a time now. But it's also harder to figure out what bits are staying versus what bits are being sold or donated or just trashed. So those distinctions are getting muddier. The first few waves of stuff were much easier to figure out, but I've definitely made progress. And yeah, I did actually set up the desk. My original plan was to have this one go that way, but they just didn't sit together well. But I'm liking how this is working. Now, this is going to have to go into the kitchen and get out of the way when the couches come in, because right now it is definitely in the way of that. But I'm liking the L-shaped setup, because my issue has always been that when sitting at my desk, I have no room for other stuff. I don't have room for, say, like this book to be open next to me, which is why I don't want stuff living on here, which is why I needed to figure out where the printers we're going to go because this is valuable real estate that I want open. But I am liking the flow of it. I had to kind of figure out where I could and couldn't put things because I am bound to bang my feet into it. So Gladys is gonna have to go over there because otherwise she's gonna eat my toes. Like, I'm gonna have a hard enough time with this, not clipping my feet because it sticks out. But yeah, no, Gladys is sharp and pointy, and she has bitten chunks out of my toes before, which is why, corner. She gets to sit in the corner. Because I know she will bite me. But yeah, I paused her so that I could talk to you guys. But I'm almost into 2016 for Rosianna, because I make playlists of people that I haven't got up through yet, because I always start at the beginning and follow all the way up through. And, you know, I'm getting there with her. There's 122 videos left, but considering there were many, many hundreds more before, it's pretty good. That's actually working out well to have something to listen to and watch while I'm fussing around, because nice and portable. But yeah, I'm not sure what I'm going to be able to get done tomorrow, because I actually have some appointments, but also may or may not have an update on the Gladys thing. We'll see.